This is a really exciting time. Dog vision is officially coming together. So now we've got one function to visualize what our model is predicting. We left off the last video saying it might be helpful figuring out what other predictions our model is making. So let's first go back up. We'll tick off this. Tick off all of these because we've made a function that does these. Tick, tick, emoji, tick. So let's come back. We'll write a little instruction set for ourselves. Now we've got one function to visualize our model's predictions. Let's make another, or our model's top prediction. Let's make another to view our model's top 10 predictions. Wonder how we might do this. You start thinking, I'm going to keep typing. The function we're probably going to need the input of the prediction probabilities array, as well as the truth labels, because remember, all comparisons, when we're evaluating our model, this is where we're up to. A lot of times, evaluating a model is just comparing what the predictions are to the truth labels. In supervised learning, that is. So we go here, we'll go take an input of prediction probabilities array, and a ground truth array, and an integer. Similar setup to what we've got up here. And then what's it going to do? It's going to find the predicted label using getPredLabel. It'll need to find the top 10 of a few things. So find the top 10. We'll go here, prediction probabilities, probability indexes, sorry. Prediction probabilities values. And then finally, the prediction labels. And then what we're going to do is plot the top 10. So plot all of those. That's basically what we're going to do. The top 10 prediction probability values and labels. Coloring the true label green. Another error because it's not marked down. Now, what this is called is kind of top 10 accuracy or top 1 accuracy. So you'll see in classification models and whatnot, there's top 5 accuracy. So it's the accuracy of your model if you included the top 5 predictions. So it's usually higher than the top 1 prediction. And if that doesn't make sense, we'll plot it up and I'll show you. So let's make this. It's going to be a bit of a beast of a function because that's what we're all about. Big dog functions on dog vision. Prediction probabilities, labels, n equals 1. But we've got a lot of momentum from what we've been doing above. We've trained a full-blown deep learning model, only on 1,000 images, but that's all right. We're going to scale it up soon. And we're starting to visualize what our model is capable of. Plot the top 10 highest prediction confidences. That's what we want to do, along with the truth label for sample n. That makes sense. So predprob, true label, we need these two things, equals prediction probabilities, n, labels, wonderful. Get the predicted label. So predLabel, just going to be using our function that we've used before, getPredLabel. Predprob. And now we're going to find the top 10 prediction confidence indexes. So this is what we're looking for. We need to find the top 10 because we've just done this. Let's tick these off while we're here. Tick. Tick. Beautiful. So find the top 10 prediction confidence indexes. So before we do this in a function, it's probably easier. I could just type it out, but that's not a lot of fun if you're not sure what's going on. And what I mean by this, let's just code it out first. Come on, Daniel, stop talking. Predictions 0.1 .argsort. What's argsort? Let's have a look at this. Okay, so what this is argsort is doing for us, if we go predictions 0, it's giving us the order of indexes that will sort this array. So the highest value is here, 1. So somewhere there. There we go. So if we were to put all of these indexes in order, this array would be ordered. Let's see that in action. So -10, because we want the top 10. What happens? 100. Now what if we go reverse that? Invalid index, no scalar variable. Well, that's interesting. How would we fix this? I think what we might need to do, grab the prediction probabilities. All right, I figured it out. There we go, that's what we missed. This little bad boy. So when you're slicing and dicing, always be careful. Same rule when you're using a knife, always be careful. So that's the rule for slicing. What is this? This is the top 10 values, so the top 10 indexes. So we want to reverse this. There we go. So there's the top 10 values of prediction 0. So what if we went predictions 0, then indexed it using that. 2.16. If we go up here, 2.16, that's the max value. So let me just, one last demonstration to know what's going on. .max. 2.16, there we go. So there's the top 10 prediction indexes. Well, actually, this is the prediction values as well. But if we remove this, these are the top 10 indexes of prediction 0. So that's what we can do. We can take this and put it up here. So top 10 pred indexes equals predprob.argsort -10 colon. If you're wondering what this double semicolon or double colon -1 does, it reverses this. That's all that's doing. If we took this here, notice 17 is at this end. And if we go here, it's at this end. But we want it in descending order. So we do colon, colon, -1. Beautiful. So we come back up here. Now we want to find the top 10 confidence values. Now, this is pretty easy now because we can just take this index here. Find the top 10 prediction confidence values. And remember how I said prediction probability and confidence values kind of the same thing? Or at least colloquial. Predprob. And we want to take top 10 pred indexes, because we've already just found that. So it would be the equivalent of going predictions 0 and then give me these indexes. So the top 10 values of prediction 0 in descending order. So we can tick off 2 of these. Look at that. Look at us working through these functions like they're nothing. Boom. So what's next? What do we need to find? The prediction labels. All right, that's not too hard either. Find the top 10 prediction labels. Now I want you to have a think about this. If we've got the top 10 prediction index values, how could we use those to find the top 10 prediction labels? This is where unique breeds comes back into play. So top 10 pred labels equals unique breeds. Top 10 as if it's the start. Pred indexes. Well, look at what we've got. We've got all these top 10s. Let's just copy and paste this. Copy, paste. If we want to see this in action, let me just show you here. So unique breeds, top 10 pred indexes. So we could take this. This is the top 10 indexes. And unique breeds. We'll plot that. or index it on that. Amazing. So these are the top 10 labels that our model has predicted for prediction 0. So item 0. Now we need to set up a plot. Set up plot. We'll go top plot, call it something simple. We want a bar plot. So NP arrange len top 10 pred. So these are the X values. So I want my X values of my bar plot to be the prediction labels. So you'll see what this looks like in a second. And then after that, we want the top 10 pred values. So this is the prediction probabilities for each of our samples. And this is the color gray. Now we want to go plot X ticks is NP A range len top 10 pred labels. So this is just saying that we're creating NP arrange len top 10 pred labels is because we want a range of 10. So we want 10 bars on our plot. And now we want the X ticks to be the names of our top 10 pred labels, aka these. So along the bottom of our bar plot, we should have the labels of our top 10 predictions. Go here, labels equals top 10 pred labels. And then the rotation is vertical, because otherwise, if it's horizontal and the X ticks are just strings, that's going to get out of control. We don't want that. And one final thing, we're going to add some color. Change the color of the true label. So if the true label appears in the top 10, so NP is in, which is just if something is in something, if one value, this value, is in this array, color it green. We'll go top plot, and then we'll index it. So NP arg max. So the maximum value of top 10 pred labels equals true label. What's the index of top 10 pred labels? Where is that equal to true label? Get that. And then set the color of that index to be green. Else pass. We don't want to worry about that. Far out. That is a lot going on, but let's see it in action. If in doubt, run the code. And again, if you want to test out what's going on in each of these functionalities, don't forget you can always break it out. So plot pred conf prediction probabilities equals predictions. Labels equals val labels. And n, what n do you want? Maybe number 9. What's happening here? Unique breed. We got a typo, as usual. Unique breeds. And again, rotation vertical. Spelling vertical wrong. Verticiel. Plot pred conf. There we go. Check that out. So this is pretty cool. So along the bottom, remember what we said we're going to do? We're going to go the X ticks are the top 10 prediction labels. So these are the top 10 predictions that our model has made. And as you can see, the first index one, the collie, so this is the predicted label because it's got the actual predicted label because this has got the highest value, prediction value. And these are the other top 10 values. So you can see how they go down after the top value. And the true label is the one in green. So border collie. So what our model has done is predicted collie, but the correct prediction is actually border collie. Now to me, they kind of sound like the same thing. So let's figure that out. Let's go collie, dog. Images. Border collie. Well, this doesn't really make sense to me. Border collie. So even Google Images doesn't really show images of collies, it just shows border collies. So you can kind of see why our model might predict collie instead of border collie, but it's also predicted Malamute. What's a Malamute? Malamute. Oh. Okay. Well, you can kind of see it there. It's got black and white, just like a border collie. So this is where we're starting to really understand what's going on with our model. Let's delete some of these cells. In the next video, now that we've got these two functions that it can plot some intuitive understanding of what our model's predictions are doing, let's tick this one off here. Let's write some code to combine these two, plotpred and plotpredconf, to have the image over this side and the top 10 prediction confs on the right. So maybe we could do it for 10 images or something like that. But I'll see you in the next video.